Understanding the 12 laws shows us how to master life in all levels, and it gives us an insight in how to reach our greatest potential. Are you ready for these laws and take action?
We all have insecurities and fear. So the question is, how do you get over them? It's time to explore and identify what's holding you back from your greatest potential. On this podcast, your host, Iris Janet, shows you how to use NLP, meditation, and energy to move past your obstacles.
This is episode number 25, The Laws of the Universe. Hello, my friends. This is Iris Janet, and this is Firefly by Iris Janet. And today we are continuing with the laws of the universe that we started last week. Many people from the audience have contacted me thanking me for the simple explanation of each law because they seem kind of the same, right? They seem like they are dependent of each other. And that's because each of these laws are interconnecting. So revisiting the laws in the last show, we talk about the law of oneness. We talk about the law of correspondence, the law of vibration, the law of action, the law of cause and effect, and the law of compensation. And if you notice, these laws are interconnected because if we all are one and we are all connected and everything is vibration, and the law of cause and effect said that you get what you give, then we must love ourselves, be kind to ourselves, think positive, feel empowered, and that will reflect to everyone in our life. So let's begin. Let's begin with the rest of the laws. And if you know someone who can be inspired by this message, please copy and share the link with them. And if you need more inspiration and you want to follow me, please follow me on Instagram at Firefly_IJ and on Facebook at Firefly by Iris Janet. And we're going to start with the most popular of all laws, the law of attraction. And this law said that like all of the other laws, the same energy frequency attract the same frequency. However, the differences with this law and why it's so popular is because it can influence matters and it fulfills your desires. So if we keep our alignment, this law interfere with our physical world. And basically what the law dictates is that whatever the mind can conceive, it can be achieved. And that's one of the most popular famous quotes by Napoleon Hill in his book, Think Rich, Grow Rich. And what he said when he studied many people, mostly men, because at that time, women were not able to be rich and famous. And when he studied, of course, let's agree that they were not because they were not capable, it's because they didn't allow them. But at that time, when he was making the book, Think Rich and Grow Rich, he studied many richest and powerful men through history, and they all had the same thing in common. And the thing that they have was that they had the power to imagine, visualize their dream, and it really happened. So the most challenging part to a knowledge of the law of attraction and to accept it, and where people are having a hard time in taking this kind of like a bitter pill to swallow, is the fact that we have to accept that every decision in our life, good or bad, have been shaped by you alone, by us. So this is kind of hard for many people to accept. However, once you have truly come to understand the true key behind the law of attraction, you can be renewed with hope and courage, and you will be free to take charge of your life and free yourself forever from this cycle of fear, from the cycle of worry, from the cycle of negativity, which it will help you to go way far in your life and go and achieve the things that you want. But the law of attraction, even though that it seems pretty simple, you must understand all the other laws that I've been talking to you in this show to kind of understand how you can use the law of attraction to attract all your desires. So number 2 law of the universe is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. And everyone had the capacity to change the conditions, like I said before, in our life. at any time. Anytime that you want, you can change the energy, because energy is in constant movement and all energies manifest. The law established that you have the power to change your life and high energy vibration, because that's what energy do. Energy will change. So if it's something in your life that you do not like, you have the blessing to change it. As long as you are alive in this world, in this physical world, you have the possibility to change it. And you can control the way that you feel, your emotions, the way that you change your energy in your life. And I'm going to give you a good example of this. In this couple of months, I've been trying to work and manifest in some business transaction. And sometimes some of the business transactions that I'm trying to do, it seems like, oh, they're getting closer, and sometimes they're getting further. And one day it seems like I'm getting it, and another day, no. And what I realize is that we cannot control what other people do. You can only control what you do. And like one of my favorite ladies in Instagram, Claudia Dinosa, said, once you trying to get into other people's territory or into God's territory, then you're going to lose. The only territory that you can control is yours. And basically, with the law of the perpetual transmutation of energy, is giving you the power to understand that the only energy that you can control is the one that you are vibrating. So anytime that I feel like that I was getting into the fear or into the worry of these transactions that I'm making, I just catch myself back and I say, wait, I have the right to change this energy. And I just go ahead and declare that my energy is changing. It's changed to a positive, and to have more faith and to continue working. So this law declares energy is in constantly moving from one state form into another. This energy works to become something physical rather than staying in the fragile state. When you have a thought, idea, or emotional connection, this energy with your body is moving into physical form. So like I said before, once I feel that I am into vibrating into something that I don't think is actually helping me, it's not serving me, I just change it, because the law of perpetual transmutation will change this energy from my body into a physical form. And our natural state is wellness and abundance. That's what we are. That's what the universe have given us. That's what God have given us. God will always conspire for our wellness. So ignore that collective hypnosis that humanity have nowadays, where they are in a hypnosis thinking that things can be bad or things can get worse. Believe that everything works in your favor. So the number 3 law of the universe is the law of relativity. And this law teaches that each soul will have the challenges, and that is what will make you stronger and what will make you wiser. And learn to use the challenge as a trampoline to get higher in life. Each of the troubles that we encounter is the right amount for what you are capable to do. And I don't know if your mom told you, or your parents or grandparents, but my mom used to tell me, God never is going to give you anything that you cannot handle. I remember always saying that. And that's basically what this law said. Whatever challenges you have in life is because that's your journey. That's the journey of greatness. It's what makes your life to learn all the lessons that you came here to learn. The number 4 law that I am talking at this moment, because actually, I give you another 6 in the last show, is the law of polarity. And this is also known like the law of the opposite. And like you notice, everything have an opposite side. Day, night, sad, happy, dark, light. And the same way with negative thoughts. So if I have a negative thought right now, or if I feel sad, I can always change it to happy. I can always change a negative thought to a positive one. Everything that you experience in life will have an opposite, and it will give you the opportunity to change. And Abraham Hicks said something that I really like. She said, when you are feeling like not your best, like there's something that you're not liking it today, take a nap. go and have a nap or go to sleep, you have the opportunity to change that when you wake up, or do something that it will make you happy. If you like to sing, play this favorite song and start singing along and change it, because the law of polarity said that everything have an opposite side. So you can change whatever you have that you don't like to the opposite side. And the next law is the law of rhythm. And the law of rhythm said that everything in life vibrate, moving into their own rhythm. Look at nature. Each season, winter, fall, summer, they all have their own rhythm. Elevate your comprehension to the rhythm of energy. Learn to accept your changes in life. And for us women, this law is one of our challenges. And I told you why. We are very hard within ourselves to accepting age, to accepting a wrinkle, to accepting that we're getting into the menopause. In each of those stages of our life, there have beauty, and we must accept that that's our rhythm of life. Each season have a beauty. So every changes bring a transformation for your life. You won't be able to see the blessings of each season fully until you don't make peace with it. So you will not be able to enjoy the mature age until you don't make peace with it and accept it. And we have one age that we have a hard time accepting, not only our older years, but our teenage years. And this is something that I try to teach my grandchildren, because my kids, I did not know this law when my kids were teenagers. But now that I know this law, I try to teach them and let them know, enjoy your teenage years, because teenage years is the one that is the hardest for us. We are at 15 and we're hoping that we're already 18 so we can do whatever we want and we can move out of the house and all that thing. And no, that's a time where we have to enjoy. And if we all, and I'm sure that all of you who are over 18 and maybe already move out of your parents' house, you thinking right now, I wish I can go back to that time. I wish I could enjoy that time like I would enjoy right now with what I know. And that's because as we grow, we are not accepting the transformations in our life, and every season have a beauty. So let's gonna share that law of the rhythm with our teenagers that sometimes are so desperate to be adults. Let's gonna explain in the beauty of each season. And to us, let's gonna enjoy this menopause. Let's gonna enjoy this wrinkle. Let's gonna enjoy all these seasons because they have a beauty. The next law, and the last one in this episode, is the law of gender. And everything in life have female and male. You can see it in the animals, in our nature, in our plants, us. It's the yin and yang. All things need a gestation life. And our job is to calibrate the male and female energies inside of us. And this have nothing, when I say calibrate our energies, it doesn't have to do with the feminine side, like I am a woman and my husband's a man. It doesn't have to do with that. It has to do with our energies. Some energies are male, some energies are female. And for us to fulfill our life and calibrate with the purpose of our life, we must have self-control and become creators in the universe. So in order to become creators in the universe and have self-control, we must calibrate those energy. Plants, animals, in all in nature have the same male and female energies. So thank you for listening, and emit your light and attract all your desires.